so this week is Prove It week for the CIAA, right? There's a lot of teams off to a good start. There's a lot of teams with a lot of hype, some warranted, some maybe not so warranted. There's a lot of teams with a solid record and some solid wins. However, in order for those teams to really show that they are ready to make the leap, that they are ready to make the next step, they have some big games this week against some of the more recent traditional powers in the conference, right? So we have Johnson C. Smith, who I'm not going to lie, they look good. They look dominant. They look like maybe they could be in Salem this year. We're going to see, though, because this weekend they have to face Virginia Union, last year's champion, a team that was always traditionally fighting for the CIAA North Championship, right? And so, okay, Johnson C. Smith, y'all the big dogs. Okay, we're going to see. You got a chance. You're taking on the defending champs. Let's see what you do. It's Prove It week. We got Winston-Salem State. They're 2-1. They beat Bluefield. I think it was 30-3. They took Division I North Carolina A&T to overtime, and they just beat Ohio Dominicans, some school I never heard of, but whatever. They're 2-1. Okay. Time to prove it. Is Winston-Salem back? We're going to see. They got Virginia State this weekend. If they really are back to competing for championships, we're going to see what they do Saturday versus Virginia State. We also got Livingstone. They're coming in 2-1. They won an out-of-conference. They've won multiple out-of-conference games. They beat Virginia Lynchburg, and they beat Lane from the SEAC. They're 2-1. Okay, they go on the road to my alma mater, Bowie State, this Saturday. Right? Now, they did beat Bowie State last year, but overall, this is not about necessarily them beating this specific team. This is about them finishing with a certain type of record. You know, they go to 3-1, they got a chance to have, they're on pace for a very solid record, turning the corner. All right, so this ain't the same old Livingstone. They're ready to compete. Okay, prove it. You got Bowie State at Bowie State on Saturday. You beat them last year. Can you make it 2 years in a row? This is Prove It week for the CIAA. Johnson C. Smith versus Virginia Union, Winston-Salem State versus Virginia State, and Bluefield versus Bowie State. We're going to see what happens.